Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing? I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of time to trickle in. But I'm Paul. I'm a coach over at Major League Hacking. I realized the name of my glasses. One moment. You might not recognize me without my glasses. Alrighty. Actually, that gives an awful screen glare. Let's not use that. I can be blind. It's totally fine. Hello! I see you over in chat there. Hello, hello, hello. Alrighty. I hope y'all are doing well on this fine Sunday morning or whatever time zone you are in. I don't know. I am in Sunday morning for me. I just woke up after I handled some judging this morning, and now I'm ready to get along with closing, and then we get to have the rest of our day or end the weekend. It's a good way to do both. Alrighty. I'm gonna make a post an announcement real quick. At hacking this weekend. Starting now. Remove the embed. Okay. Alright, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? I'm Paul. I'm a coach over at MLH. Let me open up that screen so I can do this. Alrighty. And let me... Sorry, rearranging my desktop. There we go. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm a coach over at Major League Hacking. Normally my hair is purple, but I haven't had it dyed for a little bit, so this photo is a little out of date. But don't you worry, I will have purple hair again in the future, if that's something that last time you saw me, which was probably like over a year ago, you remember from me. Hello. I'm also a PhD candidate. I'm almost done. I will be graduating very soon. And I build telescopes on balloons, which is a wild and fun thing that if you're curious about it, you can come ping me later on the Discord and I'll chat about it a little bit. Hey, 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 hi. If I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the chat. So, like, this is where you are located, chat. So, I'm not just staring off into the void. You are, chat, you are there. Slideshow is here. It's confusing. I know. Alrighty. Well, let's get started. First off, I want to give a warm thank you to all of the hackers, mentors, and judges. Without you, we wouldn't have had such a fantastic weekend. We wouldn't have all these fun projects and everything. Actually, I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm going to change it up here. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Seeing all of you coming out here this weekend to build something cool, have fun, and make something awesome is really what brings me to this community and what I really love about this. So, how was the weekend? Anybody have any favorite moments from the weekend? Anyone have some fun things? We've had over 430 hackers check in, which is a crazy number of check-ins. That's from all over the world, so you are in good company with other hackers from all across the globe. And with that, we had 70 plus projects submitted, which is a crazy number as well. It's one of the larger numbers that I've seen, so congratulations to all of you who have submitted a project. I am proud of you for making it to the finish line. Normally, I do in-person events, and this was the point where I would be walking around, you know, talking to hackers and high-fiving them and everything. But yeah, give yourself a digital high five for making it to the end. And we also had some fun mini events throughout the weekend. So we started off with our gift challenge. As you can see here, we had a group of people all showing off their favorite reaction. Reaction gifts for different things. I believe that this one here was what was this? What was this one? This one was like current mood, which was really fun because it was really early in the morning, and so people were just like alive in chat. We also had UT over here with a stream. They were actually streaming for today in Global Hack Week, which is a week-long set of workshops that us MLHers put together. And so UT was showing us how to use sockets. One of my, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite skills, but it's certainly a skill that I use quite frequently. It's a very useful skill, using sockets, especially with like the more hardware-y, telescopy stuff that I work on. And then this is the stream. This is the mini event that I ran, which I personally always love. It's Microsoft Painting with Bob Ross. This is always fun to paint. We painted a happy little scene with a waterfall. This is actually a really interesting Bob Ross painting because we painted on a black canvas, so it was kind of a nighttime thing, and it already was, you know, added a bunch of stuff. So here is my painting, and here's another one of our hackers, Dong. They painted this lovely portrait or photo, landscape. There we go. And we also had Uzi here, who gave us this beautiful, beautiful rendition. I love that the waterfall is just coming from the sky. You just got these clouds here with water coming straight out of them. Honestly, excellent, excellent painting. All done by hand with mouse and trackpad in Microsoft Paint. Now, the moment you're all been waiting for, we got some prizes to talk about. So I'm first going to talk about our sponsor prizes. Here at MLH, we have a bunch of different partners that we work with, and they give you access to lots of their really, really useful APIs. And you are integrating them all throughout the weekend in your whatever you were building. And we have to call out a couple projects for using those APIs in fun and fantastic ways. So, this one was a very hotly contested project, especially this weekend during AI Hackfest. But best use of Gemini, we saw a lot of projects using Gemini this weekend, and so it was really hard to narrow it down, but we did have to pick one winner, and that one winner is... Drumroll, please. I'm so used to being... I will give my own drum roll, I guess. I don't want to bop the mic. That would sound awful. Never mind. I will just keep going. Declutter AI. Declutter AI. This was a fantastic project. Honestly, unironically, I do need this project. I'm currently trying to move a bunch of data off of my old computer onto some new hard drives, and I have so much garbage on that computer of like years of I will sort this later. And Declutter AI helps sort files and helps you declutter your digital workspace, which honestly, I really need that. So thank you so much for best use of Gemini. Fantastic project and fantastic use of Gemini to accomplish this. Next up, we have best use of MongoDB Atlas. Lots of y'all use MongoDB Atlas as your backend for this, and so we had a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out which one particularly was interesting with MongoDB, and we ended up with Buddha AI. Buddha AI helps you keep or journal your projects, and all those journals and everything was stored in MongoDB Atlas, and provides a really nice way of using their document-based database for this. Yeah. Next up, we have best use of Midnight. Midnight was a little bit less used, but still super interesting implementations that people came up with. And this one really was a interesting way of keeping track of things. So we got Travel Journal. Travel Journal was an implementation of Midnight that used the blockchain to actually mint your travel logs, so you could keep track of where you were and journal your way all through a secure, all using smart contracts on a decentralized network, which I thought was really neat. And finally, we have best use of Auth0. Schedule Genie. Schedule Genie helps you scheduling lots of different things, but specifically they use Auth0 as their way to help set up their API and do all their login information. And so they use Auth0 in multiple different ways, and I thought it was really awesome. Round of applause to all of our sponsored winners there. But now we're getting into the big final ones here. We got the AI Hackfest prizes. We got best AI hack and best beginner hack. So two hotly contested categories here. For our first one, we're going to look at best beginner hack. Best beginner hack, obviously, is for a hacker that has never submitted to a hackathon before. We scoured their dev post and looked through their GitHub and can confirm that this may have been this is likely their first hackathon. And for their first hackathon, they did a fantastic job. Give it up for Sentra. Sentra is a platform that helps you audit your AI workflows, so that way you can make sure that it's doing what you would expect it to be doing. So it'll analyze your workflow and say, okay, this connects financial data. It ranks it to make sure that it's doing things properly and helps you maintain your workflows without having to, dig deep and identify risks before they become risks. This really helps, especially with lots of vibe codes and that sort of stuff. You want to make sure that whatever you just spun up actually works. You can now audit it and work through it. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, best AI hack. I must have skipped a slide there. It is Marketeer. Sorry for the lack of pomp and circumstance there, but congratulations, Marketeer. This actually really blew me away because they built this beautiful website. It's a beautiful little website that shows flowers. Wait a second, that's not an AI hack. That's just a web store. Well, that's not actually their project. This is just a demo of their project. Their actual project is a marketing platform that's AI driven, that helps you build out marketing for something like your beautiful web store. It's a great way of managing all of your campaigns for any sort of marketing. Being a hackathon organizer myself, I have to market hackathons all the time, especially for my own local hackathons. And having a platform to organize all the emails that I send out and all the marketing campaigns, especially one that helps drive things through AI, super, super useful. I can't begin to state how useful it is to have somebody, or to have like an AI assistant help you manage campaigns. Especially doing it manually for all these years. So yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Y'all did a fantastic job. Everyone that submitted this weekend, or again, congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for submitting. If you didn't win, you're still a winner in my heart, because I think that the true prize is the learning and all the not necessarily the friends you made along the way, although you may have made new friends this weekend, but all the things that you learned, all the different skills that you picked up. They're the true prize here. But also, you do get an iDemo sticker, which is also a true prize. You earn one by demoing. By showing off your project this weekend, you get one of these handy dandy iDemo stickers. I am in the way in this. Let's click this button. There we go. You earn one by demoing. This will get mailed to you along with any other swag that we might have for you. And the fun doesn't have to end this weekend. We do have more things going on. In fact, right now, right this very moment, we have Global Hack Week APIs. If you've never used an APIs, the 70 wait time for a second. Honestly, it was a pretty difficult choice with all the projects. But we did want to make sure that everyone that submitted something, that the winning projects all were accounted for. And we did have to make some hard decisions, but I think everyone's happy here. Yeah. But yes, Global Hack Week. Global Hack Week APIs. If you have never been to Global Hack Week, again, it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to learn lots of new things. APIs are probably one of the more interesting topics that we have. It lets you open up a world of different web services that people have built out that you can utilize for whatever you're trying to do. So whether that's building your own APIs or using online APIs to do really neat things, this is a great way to get started. Currently, we're on day 2 or 3 of it. So still plenty of workshops for you to get involved with. And by attending Global Hack Week, we got more swag for you and lots more of fun stuff for you to interact with us over at MLH. Also, we don't forget that we have other events. MLH doesn't just do its own events with First Party Hackathons and Global Hack Week. We help lots of events all over the world. These are our MLH member events, and they are run by students within your community that have put together an event that we are helping support and making sure that it is the best possible event that it can be. I love these events. They are some of my favorite things to do. I've been involved with the MLH community since like 2016 or something, and these MLH member events really are what it's meant to be. when it comes to checking out hackathons or checking out in-person hackathons. So please, if you have one nearby, please attend. And hey, you might even run into me. At least if it's in North America area. Although, who knows? Maybe they might ship me out elsewhere. And that's all. It's been a fun weekend. I hope you all had a fun time. If anyone has any questions in chat, you wanna say hi? I'll be hanging around over on the Discord for a little bit as I finish off some paperwork. But yeah, not paperwork. I'm just. What am I saying? It's not paperwork. I'm just making sure that everything's up on DevPost, so that way you can check out all the projects this weekend, as well as see which ones are the winning projects. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Quackers. I've seen you helping out all weekend, and I really appreciate it. And hello, Uzi. How are you doing? In case you're wondering, this wonderful painting right here is done by Uzi here. Beautiful. Again, commented about how much I love the waterfall coming out of the clouds. Alright. And thank you. Okay, well, if anyone has any other things, feel free to let me know on Discord. But yeah. Bye, everyone!